Welcome back everybody to Deli, and welcome back to Here for Sweethearts. Oh, wait, let me move it a little bit. And while I do that, I'm gonna just say, I really liked this game. Once again, I'm not a huge fan of visual novels, but I just really love this person's work. And even though I might not get any Crovin content out of the rest of this game, I did want to continue it a little bit. I did want to continue a couple of chapters, because I was having fun with it. So let's go to the next chapter. I finished Natina, Theodore, Mitzi, Ollie, and Crovin. So on to Vasilis, or Vasilis, honestly it could go either way. Let's hope I remember all the voices I was doing. It's been a little while, it's been a couple of days, so... Alright, it's been a few days since your run-in with the headmistress. You feel lucky you were able to get out of trouble. And you got a new friend out of it too! Yep, gotta love the guy. Let's see... Alright. You just finished class for today. The air is just as clean and pleasant as ever, and the sun still hasn't shown you any trace of hostility since you arrived. That's awesome. You're actually really lucky. You'd love nothing more than to just call up a friend and lay down in the courtyard together, soaking in the warm rays. Alas, it's not much of an option for you right now. You've been swamped with homework for today. Well, maybe swamped is a bit of an exaggeration, but you're sure you won't be able to finish all of it before dinner tonight. Part of you feels just like ditching the homework entirely and taking the zeros that come with it, but no, you should do good in school. Besides, if you start slacking, your teachers would be sure to notice. And then you'd probably have more calls into the office, which is better to avoid. All this to say, yeah, you're doing your homework. You make your way towards the library. It's nice in there, and you've seen students work in there before. Might be fun to try and do work across them, next to them, who knows, maybe you'll see some of your friends in there already. Yes, let's see some friends, because I love all the characters we've met so far for the most part. Kind of. You open the large doors to the library. Despite being in here a few times before, the tall ceilings never fail to impress you with just how open they make the space. I know it does look like a nice library. You walk through the library looking for a place to sit, but before you can get very far... Oh, hello. Oh, it's... you. Sorry about what happened? Hello there? Bye. Okay, you're the one who talked to me! Vasilis quickly... you didn't know a simple hello could offend someone so much. You turned to look for them, but alas, they're already gone. What else were you supposed to say? Oh well, next time. Okay, that was the quickest ending I've ever seen. Let me just say sorry about what happened the other day. Yeah, you should be! A few hushes surround the both of you as Vasilis snaps. They begin speaking in hushed anger. I still don't understand how to say it. Asirel? I don't know. Asirel never would have caught us if you didn't make your way over. So, you got in trouble? Yeah, of course! Why wouldn't I get in trouble after that? Anyone in their right mind would punish behavior like that. Don't act stupid! Jeez, you didn't mean to set them off like that. She came after me after she got you guys. You apologized to Vasilis. It just seems like the right thing to do. You didn't mean to get them in trouble. Yeah, trouble. Whatever. Did you need something? Or are we done here? Well, you were going to do some homework by yourself in here, but... maybe they'd like to work alongside you? Bro, this bruh is not talking- this bruh is not happy with you right now. Let's invite them to hang out- yeah, you're stupid, Deli. Yeah. We don't even know each other. Why would we do homework together? Because I'm really stupid and need the help! Oh, I want to do all of these. Oh, these all seem so funny. Okay, let's say because I'm really stupid and need the help. Stupid? Then Crovin should be the one you ask for help. He's a lot smarter than me. You're joking? Are you kidding? Crovin is like at the top in all his classes. I mean, I don't mind asking Crovin. But you know, you're here, so I don't mind. He's really smart, even if he tries to hide it. You admit to them, that's quite surprising to hear. After all, troublesome students rarely care about their grades. And after that thing he did the other day, that wasn't him. That was me. Huh? It was my idea. Croven just helped me do it. Yes, Vasilis, why would I want to do that? Hey, you wanted to do homework together, right? Let's do that then. What? Don't give me that stupid look. Come on, let's go find a place to sit down. I kinda like them. They're kinda interesting. Vasilis quickly guides you to a group of tables in the library without saying anything else. They're kinda silly though. Suddenly they were completely willing to study with you. Yeah, that's silly. Maybe they figured it was just the fastest way to get you to stop annoying them. Yeah, probably. They take a seat across from you at one of the tables and take out some books to study. You sit and reach into your bag, pulling out the stuff you ought to work on. The two of you sit in silence, studying together a while until... Could it be? What? What is it? Why are you looking at me? I'm distracted by your charm. I don't think that's gonna go well. Is the headmistress your mom? Let's not ask about mom. Let's say... No, you know what? I want to see what happens. That's it. I'm out of here. No way. You just couldn't help yourself. But you got pretty far with them. So maybe it won't be that bad next time you try them again. Okay, listen. It was kind of funny. Let's see. Where's the load? Yes. I want to see what the other answers give me. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not interested. Dang. This game is so silly. Okay. So let's just not be stupid. I don't remember what I put actually. Okay, let's be stupid. You what? Sorry, not interested. Well, you didn't necessarily mean not interested. It's like I didn't mean that. Vasilis quickly leaves the perimeter, leaving you by yourself. Darn. Yeah, don't be bold. It was the only thing you could think to say. No, it wasn't. So much for that. Okay, let's stop being stupid. Let's actually do things correctly. Or at least as correctly as I think we're correct. You're joking. Okay, so this is where we got stuck. Or, I wanted to be stupid. Let's say, is the headmistress your mom? Ah, no! She's my sister! Oh! Oh! I genuinely thought that was their mom. But, like, okay, she isn't my sister in the way you're probably thinking, but she's definitely my sister. It's more like... never mind. I won't bother trying to explain it to you. It's a cultural thing, you wouldn't get it anyways. Well, that explains why they look so similar. Is that really the stupid question you wanted to ask? Everyone at this dumb school already knows we're related. Everyone except you, I guess. Hey, you are the new kid after all. Yeah, whatever. Now that you know we're related, please, like, don't ever bring her up again, okay? Is everything okay? It's fine! Just drop it, alright? Didn't mean to upset you. I'm not upset! Just drop it, okay? It's nothing. Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. And it sure isn't anything to write home about, okay? Did she punish you that badly? I feel like they told us to stop pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing. No, god dang it! She didn't punish me at all. Vasilis takes a deep breath. It was clear they were a bit more emotional there than they wanted to be. Fine. Vasilis hushes themselves to a whisper once again. I lied when I told you I got in trouble earlier. I didn't get any punishment. I never do. No matter what it is I've done, she always let me off scot-free. It never ever changes. And that's upsetting to them? Yes! I hate it! I hate the special treatment. I told you she's not my mom, but boy, does she sure act like one sometimes. Snooty mom who lets her spoiled brat get away with everything, no matter what. It's enough that people think the only reason I'm in here is because I'm related to the headmistress. The least she could do is treat me like I'm just another student. Is that so? You were always told that the exception process for Aether West was random. Or if there is a formula, no one knows what it is. It is random. At least it's supposed to be. But nowadays, even I start to doubt it. I wonder if I really am in here because of her. Not like she'd ever tell me. Is your relationship with her that strained? I'm sure she just wants what's good for you. Is that why you're causing trouble? Yeah, I kind of want to know about that, actually. Maybe a little. Smiley. I mean, it's not like it was my intention from the beginning. But things add up, you know? So I kept pushing the envelope. At first I was happy to not get into trouble, I mean, who wouldn't be? But the more I was able to get away, the more it was beginning to annoy me. I hate her stupid favoritism. Ending off easy all the time for what? Because I'm related to her? Does she think I'm a baby who doesn't know any better? I'm in high school, dang it! Ridiculous, and everyone knows it. I wish I didn't look so much like her, so at least I could pretend like I'm a normal student. Oh, look at you, you got me rambling about it. You apologize. I'm not sorry. No, it's whatever now. It's just... You attracted her to me the one time I didn't want to get caught. Oh? I mean, a display like that? Of course I was begging to be caught. At least at first I was. Graffiti like that, she would have had to give me a punishment. But then... Croven came up to me on my way to the courtyard and asked me what I was doing, and I told him he wanted to join me. And as we were choosing a spot and marking it down, I don't know, suddenly I didn't want to get caught anymore. Ha 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 ha! We were having fun, you know? And then you came and ruined it. Oh, you see. You didn't mean to, you were just curious. Yeah, and now here we are. I wanted to get in trouble, and yet I didn't want to get caught. And in the end, I ended up neither. I managed to get away, and now Croven's in trouble because of... You tell them Croven didn't get in any trouble. Huh? You repeat, Croven didn't get in trouble. At least, you're pretty sure you didn't. When you and Croven were sitting in the headmistress's office, your visit was interrupted by Theodore. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He showed up because Croven had texted him, and after they made some bizarre excuses, they ran out of the office before Croven could receive any sort of punishment. You're unsure if the headmistress gave him a punishment during the week, but you were able to go catch lunch with Theo and Croven after the whole ordeal, and everything seemed like it worked out okay. Theo? Right. Ooh. Someone's jealous. Vasilis' mood seemed to shift at the thought of him. Was everything alright? Huh? No, it's fine. Just what? I mean, you were sitting with them, so maybe you would know. I think I know where this is going. Vasilis seemed to gulp in anticipation before asking. Theo and Croven, are they— Oh god, no! Bro. Are they a thing? A thing? You know, a thing! An item! A package deal! Are they together? They're totally a thing. Bro, they're just homies! Now they're totally a thing. I don't know how I want to answer this. I'm gonna just be honest, they're not together. Well, you'd have to ask them to be sure, but you don't really get those vibes from them. They seem to be just really great friends. Yeah, they're just really good friends. Not that them being a thing would have been a bad thing, but nah, they're just homies. And they didn't do any traditionally romantic things either, like call each other pet names or kiss. The closest thing they did was throw their arms around each other. You suppose it's possible they could be dating, but you feel like if they were, they would have told you to begin with. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense actually when you put it like that. So if someone were to say, ask Croven to go to that stupid star dance the school's having, oh, is this what that's about? No, of course not. Don't get any ideas. I was just wondering, that's all. Not like I care if he has a date anyway. I just like to know what's going on, you know? So I wanted to know. You laugh and tell Vasilis it's alright. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You think they should go for it. And besides, if worst comes to worst, you'll be plenty I mean, I wouldn't mind. You'll be plenty happy to take them yourself. Ha! Yeah, right. What makes you think I would want to go with you? Just because I think... Hello? No, you just confessed that. You just said that out loud. Out loud. Exposed. Absolutely. You done goofed yourself. I'm just gonna stop talking now. You can't help but laugh again. Though it makes you happy to know that despite what they might say, they seem to have a very caring heart deep down. Yeah, let's go! I like vasilis. Aw, okay. Vasilis is nice. Even if they kinda stupid. Ew, Twyla! Okay. Gonna give Twyla a chance, you know. I didn't really finish Cemetery Mary with Twyla, so I mean she might be okay. She might not be that bad. Let's give her a chance. Although I feel like I'm not gonna like her. And just like that, another day of school is done. Yay! It's funny. When you first got here, you were steadily keeping track of how many days it had been. You wake up and immediately know the exact number of days since you stepped onto the soil of Aether West. But when you woke up this morning, you couldn't quite remember what that number was anymore. It didn't seem to matter. Perhaps you were finally becoming accustomed to your happy school life? Yes, you do have a happy school life. You get to dorm in a beautiful campus, food's always readily available, room of activity to pursue at your leisure. The schoolwork was hard at first, and at times a little daunting, but you've finally fallen into a steady pattern of balance. You're able to finish your homework and still have time to enjoy yourself. Let's go. And enjoy yourself you have. By this point, you've acquired a pretty sizable friend group, and you're able to spend time with them both in and out of class. Especially during lunchtime, where you alternate between tables day by day. We are just so social. One day, you'll sit beside Natina when her table has the room for it. She's got quite the clique of friends, but occasionally they make room for you to sit too. The next day, you'll sit beside Mitzi and Ollie. It's quite cute when Ollie dozes off on your shoulder, and you like to sit next to them because of this. Oh, that's sweet. Then the day after that, you find yourself sitting with Croven and Theo, and sometimes Vasilis too, whenever they decide to join. It's fun to watch Croven pass his homework off to Theo to copy for a class he has next period. And while you are still definitely the new kid, the label seems to be waning off now. You sense it won't be long before you're just another student at Aether West. Things have started to feel normal now, even when... What was that? Sudden chill that surged its way across your spine so fast you couldn't help but shiver. You look around you. There's a girl walking in the opposite direction as you. Did you not notice her pass you by before? Unable to resist the temptation, you jog up to her and tap her on the shoulder. She turns to face you, looking rather annoyed. Can I help you with something? For a moment you can't speak. The chill you felt just moments before feels almost like it's emanating from her. The bite in her voice and the ice in her stare. She feels like the cold. Are you going to continue gawking like an idiot, or are you going to say something? I don't have all day. You're cold! You dropped something. No, she didn't. Don't try and lie. Twyla, do I know you? Wait, you're the new kid, right? There it is. The label you just felt like you were losing. You explained to her that yes, you are the new kid. Your name is Deli. I see. Anyways, you haven't been in here that long, right? Even though she doesn't know about the inner monologue you were just having, you can't help but feel like she was trying to negate everything you told yourself. Deli, I want to go to your room. Huh? What? Someone died there, right? Oh, yeah. Someone did. Golly, you almost forgot. This man just said golly. The comforting lull of your peaceful school life nearly pushed the memory out of your brain as if it was never there to begin with. I want to see it, Deli. I've been investigating it. Despite how much the school tries to hide that it never happened. But you know about it, don't you? Do you really feel safe in that room? Well, let me scope it out. They wouldn't let anyone near it while it was closed. Both your permission, I can get in. You're a bit lost for words. This is all happening so fast. You stopped her on the pathway because of a chill she gave you. Moments after exchanging names, she's demanding permission to your room. What does she think she'll find in here? You tell her. You're welcome to look around. Thank you. Will you take me there now? Right now? It's imperative to my investigation that I seen it as soon as possible. So much time has already been wasted. Let's go now. Right, of course. Yeah, sure, why not? You guide Twyla over to the direction of your dorm room. You were hoping that maybe you'd get to talk to her more, maybe start to understand the chill she gave you. Even now, watching her sharp face, spectacular eyebrows high in the air, it washes you in a sense of wonderment and confusion. Do you know her from anywhere? No, that can't be the case. This has to be your first time meeting her. Besides, the feeling you're feeling, it isn't a sense of deja vu. It's a sense of something missing. Interesting. Eventually you made it to your room, unlock the door, and invite Twyla inside. It looks just the same as it did this morning. Nothing out of place or toppled over. This is how you decorate? Twyla asks, eyes scanning your room with a look you can only describe as judgmental. Do you like it? No. But I haven't seen any dorm here that I liked. Yours is the least offensive, in my eyes. I'll take that as a compliment. Twyla takes another forward step into your room when... the frog. Your little frog buddy hops onto your desk in perfect view of Twyla. It's almost as if it was trying to get her attention. You're kind of dumb. Twyla looks only for a moment, before returning the frog's gaze with a scowl. You have one of them? One of them? My dorm mate collects these slimy mistakes like candy. Her dorm mate... That must mean Mary, right? That's correct. I'm surprised you've heard of her. Actually, wait, no, I'm not. Everyone makes fun of Scary Mary at least once. Scary Mary, it's true, you've heard that name quite a lot since coming here. But even her own dorm mate is going to call her by the name? You heard recently she doesn't like it. You can't imagine anyone in her position would. Oh, I'm sorry. You've mistaken me for someone who gives a darn. Besides, it's not like she's ever going to say anything about it. Well. What should I do with the frog? Does she want her frog back? Probably. But I sure don't. So I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see the little annoyance, okay? Alright! Hearing this, the frog jumps out of her way. Perhaps its ticket home was farther than it thought. So... I'm going to look around. You tell her by all means, go ahead. That's what she's here for, after all. You just tell her not to expect too much. When you arrived on your first day, your dorm was spotless. You wouldn't have even known something happened if other people didn't tell you. You doubt she's going to find much of anything, especially now that you're all moved in. Oh, don't worry, I'll find something. She's not very nice. Like, Vasilis wasn't nice either, but like, you could kind of tell they had a little bit of care in their heart. She sounds so sure of herself, it makes even you believe it. You gesture to the room around both of you and tell her she can look as much as she pleases. Plan to, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Owl-looking lady. You take a seat in the corner of the room as Twyla begins to search through everything. Perhaps if you had something physical to hide, you'd be more worried. But she's already seen the frog and clearly doesn't care for it. The only other things in your room are your clothes, books, and homework that's probably safe to throw out at this point. But you're not going to risk it just yet. You keep a careful eye on her as she searches, though. You have no idea what she might find. It's possible there's something in your room you assumed was normal, but she would regard as abnormal. Maybe a scratch on the door you figured was always there, or a secret compartment under the bed different from the normal drawers. She moves through everything quickly and careful not to make a mess as she does so. The clothes she removes from your drawers stay folded, and the books she searches under are returned the way she found them. You almost fall into a daze watching her work, as if watching a movie like one of a wannabe detective who is so close to the truth, but not yet. She just needs that last missing link, the one piece of hard evidence to tie it all together and slam the door shut on this case. Hey. Twyla begins to strike a conversation with you in the middle of her search. It snaps you out of the daze you were in and pulls you back into reality. She continues to shuffle around the room as the two of you talk. How do you feel about the school? The school? Like, living on campus? Sure, if that's what you want to talk about. You explained to Twyla that campus life is pretty nice. Honestly, nicer than you had anticipated. You always heard nice things about the school, of course, but this was on a much grander level than you expected. In some ways, it almost feels like living in a small town or village. Even more so, considering you're dorming here all by yourself. Mm-hmm. Ah, hold on. Twyla pulls out a cell phone from her pocket. Seems like she's checking a text message, but the way her eyes scan the screen gives you a feeling it's not a good one. Deli, she turns to you. I have to go. But this is not over. We're continuing this later. Don't touch anything. Okay. Before you can even say anything, Twyla exits your room and slams the door behind her. But she left you with so many questions. What did her message say? What does she mean by later? How are you supposed to not touch anything in your own dorm room? Oh, this poor kid. You opened the door again, but she was already long gone. You have no idea when it is she'll be coming back. Could it be in an hour? Tomorrow? Next week? You hope it's soon. You need to see her again. And maybe you can actually learn about all this next time. Interesting. Alright. I want to tell her she's cold. Excuse me? You apologize. You didn't mean to sound so bizarre. Right. I'm gonna go. Have a nice day. Yep. Oh, she called me a weirdo. If only you hadn't butchered your first encounter like that. Yep. Luckily, we have no consequences in life because this is a game. Who are you? Okay. Okay, so I want to see what happens if I don't let her in. Figures. If you're fine living with a murderer at school, then that's not my issue. Goodbye, Deli. That's it. Twyla walks off after that, her pace as brisk as it was before you stop her. And that was the last of her you saw that day. Perhaps you should have let her look in your room. It seems like that'll be your only choice if you want to get close to her. Maybe the next time you'll see her, you'll tell her she's allowed. Yeah, next time. Yep, I suppose next time I will tell her. Alright. Who are you? Alright, get in my room. Is it bad? No, not at all. I'm just making an observation. Okay, yeah, and then she looks at the frog. What should I do with the frog? I don't care what you do with it. It's not my dorm anymore, so it's not my problem. Good riddance, I say. Hearing this, the frog jumps out of her way. Yep. So... Alright, and I think this is all the same. Like, my classmates? Yeah, I think they would be good to hear about. Well, everyone you met at school so far has been lovely. In their own little ways. Some are a bit rougher around the edges than others, but they usually warm up to you after not too long. I see. You must have a lot of charm to you then. Who have you met so far? Oh, well, you don't know how many of them she knows, but you begin to list them off for her. When you first arrived, you met Natina, who had been in the middle of a spat with Theo. Then, not too long after, you met someone named Mitzi, which then attracted her other friend, Ollie, to you. Then, after that, you ended up meeting a boy named Crovin and his friend Vasilis while they were up to some pranks around school. And now you met Twyla, who... Deli. She cuts you off abruptly. She has stopped rummaging through your things and has moved her position to stand up. She's staring directly into your eyes as if she would vanish had she not been looking at you. You don't keep food in your room. It was a strange sentence and certainly not a question. She wasn't asking you in curiosity, you don't keep food in your room? She was telling it to you, as if she were accusing you of something. You ask her why she's saying that. What do you do when you get hungry? You explain to Twyla that when you're hungry, you go to the cafeteria. Every time? Yes? I see. That is an interesting point, actually. We just don't like being inside our dorm, I guess. We need to go make friends, go outside, and go to cafeterias. Not cafes, like I said last time. Twyla turns back around and closes the drawer. You weren't aware it was open. You are right. There isn't much here. I appreciate you letting me look around, though. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye. Grab Twyla's hand. Dang, she's got reflexes. Okay, you reach for Twyla's hand, but she swiftly moves it before your skin ever brushes against hers. Don't try to touch me. Okay, her voice can only be described as a snarl. Why do they let me know that after I've already voiced the line? She leaves, seeming a bit grumpier than she had before. Ah, what a shame. You feel as though you messed up, having left a bad impression on her right before she left. You know she was so particular about it. You wish you could apologize, but she's already gone. Maybe next time you'll see her, you'll be able to tell her. Alright, well, let's see what else I can do. And then, let's let her go. Twyla swiftly exits from your room. But then, after a moment, she's back! Actually, do you want to help me with something? Oh? Well, sure, you aren't busy right now. And she finished up in your room quicker than you thought she might. Thank you. It'll be easier with another person there. Let's go. Okay. You wave goodbye to your frog friend while still waiting inside as you lock the door behind you and follow Twyla to wherever she's taking you. You pass the courtyard, the pool, and more. Twyla ever silent as you continue to walk with her. She walks briskly, as if she's in a rush. It's almost a bit difficult to keep up with her without flat out running, and yet despite her speed, you can only describe her movement as a very brisk walk. And that briskness is only compounded by that strange, frigid feeling you get just from being beside her. What a strange character she is. Eventually, her pace begins to slow down as you draw near to her desired location and walk inside of it. Where's this? We've never been here before. This is the baseball field. The fences are taller than you were expecting. In some ways, they almost feel like a cage. But what is baseball without a few cages? Twyla had brought you to the school's baseball field, a place you were aware existed but had no idea how to find until now. Deli, it doesn't escape you why I brought you here, does it? Of course not. She brought you here because she wants to play baseball. The murder weapon is here? Oh, I'm a genius. Correct. At least that's what I think. How did you know? Well, there can only be so many reasons she brought you here. And you can't imagine it's easy to get weapons on campus. Maybe a knife if you're involved in the cooking programs? But you're sure those are kept well protected for that very reason. Sports equipment seems more accessible. But you can already see the bats here are wooden. Is that really enough to kill someone? Before the conversation can continue further, Twyla looks into the distance of the field. Besides the two of you, there's a single student way off in the outfield. Even from here, you can tell that he's massive. He appears hunched over in the grass, one hand reaching for the ground over and over. Looks like he's picking daisies out of the ground. Gunter! Twyla suddenly calls to him. You watch as he picked his head up, ears twitching in response. He picks himself off the ground immediately, shaking any dirt off and rushing his way over to you. His reaction was so quick and deliberate that you get the feeling this is normal for the both of them. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, this is one of the characters later on. Before he can say anything at all, Twyla speaks to him. Gunter, since you're here, I wanted to ask, has our little friend stopped by here today? Which friend? Reginald? Oh, yes. Friend Reginald comes by almost every day. He has left for today. If you wish to see him, try again tomorrow. No, it's fine. That's all I needed to know. Twyla then gestures to you, introducing you to her fellow student. Gunter, this is Deli. Hello, I am Gunter. You look Gunter up and down. He is quite husky. I think that's the point, you idiot. The size of him makes you feel like a child in comparison. It's hard to believe you're around the same age. Looking closely at his ever-joyful face, you notice that his right eye is a bit lazy. It is. Wait, no it isn't! What? Which one? Which eye? Oh god, it's creepy. Oh god, his eyes are creepy, he looks like Sans. You can't help but feel it adds to his charm, and you tell him you like the look of his face. Aha! Deli is quite the flatterer. Gunter appreciates your compliment. Gunter, can you do me a favor? Oh? Can you grab me a water from the vending machine? I'm really thirsty, but I don't have money on me and the cafeteria is too far. I'll pay you back. Of course, friend Twyla. Yeah, I don't think she is thirsty. Gunter runs off in the direction of the vending machine, positioned right before the bleachers, but just outside the field. Twyla watches as he runs off, then turns to look at you. Deli, I need you to distract him for me. I haven't had a lot of chances to find evidence around here. And now that it's mostly empty, it should be a good time. As long as I can ensure Gunther isn't watching me. He gets very sensitive about school equipment. I'm going to leave before he gets back. Don't mess this up for us. Okay. Before you can agree or protest, Twyla is already gone, heading off towards some of the small sheds that litter themselves around the barrier of the field. And before you can go after her... Deli? Where did friend Twyla go? I brought her the water. She got a phone call. Oh? She said it was important. Sure, she wanted to answer it in private. That is... But her water. Gunther must deliver it before it loses its cold. Friend Twyla will be upset if it is warm by the time it is delivered. Where did she run off to? You point her in some direction off the field, not really paying attention as to where. Gunther thanks you, and is sure friend Twyla will as well. Okay, bye, Gunther. Definitely pointed you in the right direction. Gunther runs off, leaving you standing in the field alone. You hope that getting Gunther to leave was sufficient enough as of a distraction for Twyla. And speaking of Twyla, she never came back. You find yourself heading out towards the sheds Twyla was just headed just a moments ago. You'd like to know about this investigation too, after all. It is your room this all took place in. Once you reach a shed that has its door left ajar, you don't hesitate to stick your head inside and see what she's up to. But to your surprise, no one was in there. There's baskets of some old baseball helmets, gloves, uniforms, and some other stuff with the like. How strange. She didn't leave you for that long at all. You find yourself heading back towards the center of the field, head twisting as you look for her. And it doesn't take you long before... Hey, where did Gunther go? You tell Twyla that you told Gunther she was somewhere else and that he ran off to go look for her. Then you're looking to see where she actually ran off to. I see. It's pointless though. Huh? Look behind you, as Twyla instructs you do so. You're still a ways away, but a group of students is heading towards your direction from outside this field. They appear to be part of the club, or maybe they're just friends looking to wind down for some baseball for a bit. This always happens. I'm never going to be able to investigate properly. Every area in the school is always crowded, and if I go looking at night, I risk getting in trouble because of curfew. Deli, do you have a date to the dance? Huh? I ain't taking you, I'm sorry. It's a bit out of nowhere, but no, you don't. It's still a bit away, and although you have some friends, you're not really close. Okay, good. You will be my- I don't want to go with her. I don't even have a specific character I would want to go with, but I don't want to go with her. You will be my date to the dance, Deli. Oh, think about it. There's no curfew during the dance, and all the students will be in a contained area, not to mention all the staff. Even if there are a few stragglers, they'll be easy to avoid in the dark, and probably won't be interested in whatever we're doing. We can use the dance to our advantage and investigate while everyone is distracted by it. Oh, well... What? Well, you were kind of looking forward to the dance, at least a little bit. After all your friends are going to be there, right? Twyla eyes you quizzically for a moment. Then she sighs. We can go to the dance for a little bit, but after you'll look around with me. Does that sound fair? I hate having to ask, but it's easier when I have someone to watch my back. That sounds fair to you? Good. I'll see you at the dance. I don't want to take Twyla. Fine. Don't keep me waiting. Success? You captured Twyla's date? I don't want to date Twyla. This is the worst day of my life. I know some people like Twyla, but I just... That's the person I have to take on a date. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Alright, I'm gonna stop for right now. Next is intermission, and then Gunther. So I'll probably come back to this after I finish this video. I'm probably just gonna record another video. I just like this game. I'm just having a fun old time. But yeah, I'll put this game in the description. It's just gonna be there anyway. Oh, it crashed. Oh no! Oh well, we didn't need it anyway. But yeah, I guess I'll put it in the description. I'll put my commissions in the description. I'll put my TikTok in the description. Y'all already know how it is. And I will see you all next time.